Hey, good morning, guys. I know, long time no see. I'm still here. I'm still thriving. I don't know. Life just been lifing, and not in a bad way. Just I've been here. I haven't made any videos because I ain't have nothing to say. I wasn't doing anything special where I wanted to, or I felt like I needed to share. Unlike now, so which is why I'm back. Number one with my hair. I think one of the last videos I made is when I had dyed my hair blonde, I think. And I didn't take care of my hair. I did not take care of it, y'all. I dyed my hair blonde last year, 2024 in August. From August to May of this year, I didn't do not one single solitary treatment, which as a hairstylist, it's just beyond me that I ain't doing the treatments. Now, I didn't do any treatments because part of me liking my hair is that I wanted my hair to be maintenance free as possible. And I guess that included treatments, right? So, but what happens when you color your hair blonde and you don't treat it? It fall out. So I was at work May of this year. I remember May because it was right after Mother's Day. And I was at work and I still have hand and hair syndrome. And I did like this. And when I tell y'all, I had like hair, just a ton of hair that was coming out. I was like, what in the hell? So, in true Lolita fashion, I grabbed my scissors at work and I chopped my hair off at work, y'all. I really did. I cut. So it probably had gotten, if I can find a picture, I'll put it in, but it had gotten maybe at least here, and then my back had got like, it was like past wherever your collar is on your shirt, it was past the collar. Now, and for whatever reason, the back was still good. The back wasn't coming out. It was just my sides and up here came out real, real bad. And like I said, I cut it, and when I cut it, it was so short and it was so ugly. I don't think I have any pictures, y'all, because it was so ugly. But I wanted to keep my sister locks, of course. So, I mean, I cut the damage. I didn't necessarily cut my locks out. Even though once I cut it, back here unraveled and up here unraveled. And my sister lock consultant, honey, she had to reestablish all of these, and she was like, girl, what are you doing? But it's still health over length for me, still health over length. So I cut it off. So it has grown back a whole lot, because up here when I cut it was probably about here. It was so short that it didn't lay down, it stuck up. That's how short it was. But and then this right here, these were like way above my ear. Right now I'm braided and banded because I'm about to color these grays. Y'all see those? I'm about to shampoo my hair, and I've decided to shampoo my hair like every 3 weeks now. So the day before my retie, I still get my reties every 6 weeks. So the day before my retie, and then 3 weeks later, which right now today, which is December the 27th, is 3 weeks after my retie. So since I got a shampoo, I'm gonna go ahead and cover some of these grays. Now, what I have been using, this is probably like my third time using it, and I saw it TikTok influenced, okay? But y'all see that? It's a black hair dye shampoo. Now, I wish I could have gotten dark brown. They did sell it in dark brown, but when I was looking at the swatches online, because I purchased it from Amazon, the dark brown didn't look dark brown. It looked more light brown. So I went ahead and got black. Now, this thing right here will stain your hands, okay? So what I decided to do, so the last time I did it, I did a apple. So the first time I did it, I used my hands. That's how I know it stains. And then the second time I used it, I used a bowl and brush method. It was a little better. Still stained my hands. So this time what I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna put the shampoo in here. I have one glove. I don't know what hand I'm gonna put it on, but I got one glove. But I'm gonna shake it up because when it comes out, one side is the dye and the other side is the shampoo. And the technology of that, what I understand it to be, is that it's henna. That's what it is. It's henna. Because it can't, you can't have like regular hair dye and shampoo and it cover your hair. And and it colors your hair at the same time. That's just not a possible technology. So this is a henna. That's what it is. So I am going to put, I don't really know how much, maybe like an ounce. And if I need more, then I'll put more in here. But let's see, y'all. Now, when my stylist did my hair, which the last time I used it was 3 weeks ago, right before I went and got it done, she was telling me that when she was doing the back, she was like, Lolita, she was like, you got a chunk of gray hair back here, and I'm like, oh, okay, But I was looking, and I don't see anything back there. Let me show y'all. I don't go in the frame. But I was looking, and I was like, I don't know what she was looking at. Because I don't see nothing, because she was saying it was right over here. But anyway, so I put that much in my bottle. I'm going to put the top on it. So how y'all been doing? How was your Christmas? Please comment down below. And let me know how you guys have been. I've been good. I've just been working. I did close my hair suite. I closed it in April of this year. I did it for myself. I was tired of working. I know it's been a minute, so you guys may not remember, but I used to work for the IRS, and I resigned in 2019, and that's when I went to school to get my license, my cosmetology license. I have a mirror right here, okay? And so I was working at the IRS and Monday through Friday, and I was working at my suite on the weekends, and I got tired, y'all. I was wore out. I think that also played a part in how I was not taking care of my hair, because I was not taking care of myself either. Meaning, like I wasn't resting properly. I wasn't taking care of my home properly because I stayed tired. So I literally, most of the time, went to work, came home, laid down, went to sleep. Meaning I wasn't cooking dinner for my family, which, like my kids are big. So that's, I technically don't have to cook for them, but I'm one of the moms, okay? So, and I like cooking. Like I said, I was tired, so cooking, I was not. But my house, I had stuff I needed to do to my house. Ooh, I am going to record. Yeah, I wish I had a before. So I had my kitchen remodeled. I had, like, matter what, say all downstairs remodeled. I had floors throughout. My downstairs bathroom got remodeled. A total kitchen remodel. Like my whole downstairs is new. I want to move. Well, I am going to move to the upstairs and have the upstairs remodeled. Meaning I'm gonna have the carpet taken off my stairs, because right now downstairs I only have carpet in my living room, and that's because I hadn't been too long placed the carpet in the living room, which cost me like $1,600 if I remember correctly. And I was like, okay, so I ain't snatching this up, but I snatched everything else up downstairs, and but now I want to take the carpet off the stairs, and then I want to take the carpet off in the main area up here. Just leave the carpet in the bedrooms. Probably will replace these carpets. I've been in my home since 2011. The home was built in 2004. So it's just, it's time for stuff to be redone. So, yeah, that was enough. That was enough. That's the thing about it being a shampoo, is that it foams and spreads easy. And so instructions say to leave it in for 20 minutes. So that's what I am going to do. That's what I've been doing. And it covers really good. But yeah, so I'm gonna move on, and my next home project is gonna be upstairs. And my daughter and I, we have decided that we're gonna do a garden in the back. Because I've decided that I want to not only eat healthier, I want to stop relying on the grocery store so much. Y'all know that we are systematically being injured by the food that they provide for us. So I'm going to plant a vegetable garden. I was telling my daughter that if I could stomach having my own animals and killing them and eating them, I would do that too. But I don't have the heart to do that. Like, I've been fell in love with the animals, and they'll just be pets. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. We've been doing some research on what we want to plant and the time to do it, where we want to put it in our backyard and stuff like that. But that's definitely a project of ours that we are going to do. If I remember, I will film it. Y'all, I am not an influencer, okay? I don't think about, oh, turn on the camera. I don't think about that. So I hope I do when it comes time for us to start the vegetable garden. Because the one thing I would like to influence people to do is to start one. Even start small, which, like, we may start small. I kind of think on a grand term, though. But I definitely want to do herbs. And the herbs, I think I'm going to do those in large pots. If anyone is a gardener, give me some suggestions and let me know. But that's all in, so I'm gonna leave that in, like I said, 20-25 minutes, and then I am going to shampoo it out. I'm still using Suave, so I use Suave, my clarifying shampoo, and then I go in with my Paul Mitchell Special Tea Tree shampoo because it tingles. Y'all know how I feel about a tingle. So because it tingles. And then now I've been using, this is new. It's new from the last video I've made, but I've been using it for a minute now. The Design Essentials Henna and Protein Shampoo. I think I picked it up when I was going through that hair fiasco. Y'all, so I cut it. I'm sorry, I know. It's kind of all over the place, but this be my thought process, y'all. Like in everyday life, like my thoughts be like, but I cut it. After I cut it, I did 2 treatments. I did the hardcore protein treatment, can't think of the name of it now, but it's the one that you put in your hair. It's a liquid. You put it in your hair. You shampoo your hair. Then you put the treatment in and you sit underneath the dryer and your hair get like rock hard. And then you rinse that out and you follow it up with the balancing moisturizer conditioner. So I did that twice, and probably between cutting my hair off and doing the treatments, it's like everything ceased. So it's like my hair immediately felt better. I still had some blonde tips, maybe this much. And I wore it like that reluctantly, but I still wore it. I'm still not a person that hide their hair under wigs, weaves, or braids. So I still wore my hair, even though I thought it looked horrible. Yeah, I don't know what time it is. I'm a mentally. It's real. I do know it's early in the morning, but let me see. Hopefully, I'm trying not to flash nobody because it's early. It is 6:05 in the morning. So I guess I'll wash it out at 6:20 because it probably been in what 3 to 5 minutes. So 26:25. But anyway, I don't even know what I was saying. See, I told you. I think I was just talking about how my hair bounced back. And yeah, hey, bounced back, and it. I could run my fingers through it. There was no shedding. Um, And so I really only did those two treatments. Have I been treating it since? No, not really. But I don't have like the blonde hair anymore. So when it was black prior to me turning it blonde, I didn't have to do treatments. So that's why I was tired. Because I want to say that's why I didn't think about doing treatments, but it was really that I was tired. Y'all, I was so tired. I was mind and body tired. But prior to me dyeing my hair blonde, I didn't have to do any treatments. I literally would shampoo my hair, spray my rose water in it, and like braid it up, or do whatever little style if I decided to do a style. But so really, I'm back to that where I don't have to do like the protein treatments. But that's where the protein shampoo comes into play because I am still getting some strengthening from the shampoo. Um, I don't condition. When I was using a chemical dye, like to cover my grays, I would condition then, but I was using this conditioner. Basically, it would lock my color in. That's really the only reason I was using it. But now, once I shampoo it, I have bamboo and silk. I think that's by Design Essentials as well. It's a protein leave-in conditioner. So I will spray my hair, even in the braids. I'll spray my hair down with that, and then I will use the Talia Wajid. I'm still using it. I will use the Protective Mist Botifier, and I will spray that on top. Now, I do mix it because I still like my rose water. So I do half of the Talia Wajid, and then I do half rose water in the spray bottle. I'll show you guys that stuff in the next part, okay? And I sit underneath my dryer and I dry my hair. I typically do this at night and I dry my hair most of the way, but the part that's folded, these are never actually 100% dry when I'm done. But when I wake up the next day, then it's dry. So then I go ahead and take my braids out. But this is Saturday morning. Like I said, it was 6:05 just a few minutes ago. It's probably like 6:08, 6:09 now. So when I shampoo my hair, y'all see how dark it's getting? When I shampoo my hair this morning, I am going to sit underneath my dryer, dry it mostly as thorough as I can, but I'm still not gonna take my braids out. I don't really plan on going anywhere today, so I may leave them in all day. But if I get out the house, then these should be dry by then, because once I dry it, it'll take about an hour or two for the little folded part to be dry throughout. But I think that's it, y'all. That's it. That is it. I am going to, on my brush, I'm going to put some on my brows. My brows are microbladed. So I'm gonna brush a little on my brows because I got like a few little gray hairs that want to sprout up in my brows. So I'm actually going to, I probably won't let this sit on as long because I don't want my brows to be like black, black. But I'm gonna brush this on just a little bit. Just a little. And probably once I see them darkening, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Oh, I know what I did just do, y'all. I don't even know how I'm like leaving this off. I just celebrated my 52nd birthday. My birthday was December the 16th. I took that whole entire week off. I never work on my birthday. I've never, ever, ever in my life worked on my birthday. I haven't always taken the whole week off, but I took the whole week off. I enjoyed myself. I did between relaxing and going shopping, going out to eat. That's what I did that whole week. And that following Saturday, I actually had a dinner party with friends. That was really nice. I don't know if any of you guys are in Georgia, in the suburbs of Atlanta. I live in Jonesboro, and so we went to 1942 on the square that's in McDonough. It was really nice. I rented a cabana. They have 3 outdoor cabanas that you can rent. They are $175 for 4 hours, and it comes with a bottle of champagne, and you get your own waitress or whatever. There's no food or any other drinks that's included. But my friends, they paid for everything. I was not expecting them to pay for everything. But at the end of the night, I'm like, oh, we can take the receipts. We can take y'all know what I'm talking about. The tabs now. And I didn't have a tab. I was like, oh wait, y'all paid for me? And it was like, yeah, happy birthday. And they brought me like roses, and I had a card with money in it, and my kids. I enjoyed myself, and it was nice to feel like the love from people. But yeah, so I just celebrated 52. Thankful to be here. And I think that's it for now, guys. But I am, like I said, I'm just gonna leave this in and shampoo it out, and I will come back when I take the braids out. Like I said, I don't know if I'm taking the braids out today or tomorrow, or tonight or tomorrow. I don't know when I'm gonna take them out. It kind of depends on if I'm getting out the house. Y'all see this? And this is gonna stain. I'm gonna go see if I can get a towel and get that off, because that's gonna stain. That's gonna stain. I'm gonna go take it off my brows too. But I'll be back once I take them down, and let you guys see how long it is now. Lord Jesus, I'm like, girl, you just set yourself back. It was so short, y'all. It was so short, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm still very much of a health over length mentality, and I'm just gonna take care of it and let it grow. In terms of, you got minimal stuff to do with locks. I don't have to do a whole lot, but still, like dyeing it blonde, I won't be doing that anymore. I enjoyed it though. I like myself with blonde hair. So when I feel the itch for a color, I've decided I'm going to use the hair paint wax. Anybody use hair paint wax before? I've bought some before, but then I gave it away. But when I feel that itch, I'll just use a little hair paint wax. But all right, guys, I may just shampoo it, because y'all see how dark it is. I think I'm gonna go ahead and shampoo it out now. Period. Okay. But I will see you guys, like I said, when I take it down, and I will show you guys like the leave-in conditioner and stuff I was talking about. I will show you guys that, okay? But thank you guys so much for clicking on this video, because I know it's been a minute and I know I've been gone a while. So if you are still a subscriber from over a year ago, I thank you. And I will see you guys in a few. I'm gonna merge them, okay? If I can remember how to merge it. Bye guys, y'all enjoy your Saturday, okay? Bye. Hi guys. Okay, I am back and it's the same day. It's Saturday. It's a little bit after 3:30 now, so I am completely dry. And this is the result of my braid out. So I say the last little braid, I think that's the last one. Yep, that's the last one. To take down on camera. Of course, there's no rhyme, rhythm, or technique to take it down, but I just want you guys to see the final results of my braid out. And then I have a few of the products that I use right after and like throughout, but I want you guys to see the length of my hair now, because it was so much longer. It's so looking better because it was so short when I cut it in May. It was so short. But yeah, I remember like my bang area had like grown down here. So like, look at that. That's a lot of that's a lot of hair. But she growing back. She nice and healthy. See, so at work I had did this little number right here. And I'm like, I had a handful of hair. I was like, what in the world? So I still have a few little blonde tips. Not that many. But and then that's the results of that shampoo. Y'all see? Like, it do amazing coverage. So because it is a shampoo, I still shampoo 3 times, but that counts as a shampoo. But so I rinse it out, and then I go in with my Suave, and then I go in with my Paul Mitchell Special Tea Tree. And if I just shampoo because I've put something in it that I don't like how my hair feel, then the oat protein and henna. But those are my 3 shampoos that I keep, and that's what I'm using. Like the Suave, the Paul Mitchell Special Tea Tree Shampoo, and the Design Essential Oat Protein and Henna. But so like I said, once I get out, and I'm done shampooing my hair, I put my microfiber towel on, and then I moisturize my body and all that good stuff. And then when I take my towel, I'm sorry, I'm getting a phone call, so that threw me off. I go through my plaits and squeeze them, make sure I get as much water out as I can. And then I spray the bamboo and silk. This is what I spray. This has silk proteins in it, so it's good for strengthening the hair, but not over protein. And then I go on top of it and I spray my Talia Reggie Protective Mist Botifier, the therapeutic formula, because y'all guessed it, it tingles. So, but in here, it is actually half rose water and half of the Protective Mist Botifier. And then on my edges, I take like a pump of the Mousse Def, and I put it on my edges just to lay my edges down. I don't use edge control. And then, do I have it over here? I don't have it over here. Oh, yes I do. I take my scarf. Looks like this. It's really a do-rag, isn't it? So I take it and I tie my hair down. Mainly, I'm laying the edges, and I tie it down, and then I sit underneath the dryer. When my scarf is no longer wet, I take it off and then I let it dry my braids. And like I said, typically I do it at night or early in the morning like I did today. And so the rest of it dries either overnight or throughout the day like it did today. So if my braids are tight, and I don't like them tight. My daughter, she like them. You know, she like, Mom, it's pretty. But if my braids are tight, which I don't feel that these are too tight, so I won't do it. But if I feel like my braids are too tight, I take my protective mist modifier and I spray my hair just to loosen my curls and shake it, and then that loosen the curls. But I don't think that these are too tight, mainly because I braided them fairly big. Like I said, now that it is growing back out, I don't have to put like a lot of tiny braids in. Cause you know, like the shorter it is, and you want to make sure that you catch all your hair in your braiding and banding. You know, it has to be done shorter, which gives you a tighter curl. But like I said, it is definitely growing out, thank God. And so these are not too tight, in my opinion. So, but these would definitely loosen up. I was gonna braid my hair, y'all. But I think it looked cute, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But I go through this little period of where I get tired of wearing my hair like down, or I get tired of seeing it. I guess that's what it is. And even before I was locked, when I was a loose natural, I went through that. When I was relaxed, I went through that where I just like get tired of seeing my hair. So then I put it away. And now that I'm locked, I go through the same thing. And when I do that, that's when I go ahead and put some type of style in it. One of my favorites is when I braid it kind of like mohawkish and I leave this kind of like bangish, or in a bang. Not bangish, but in a bang. Sometimes I don't feel like doing that. And I will literally just put two braids in. I decide whether or not I want to do it like this, or sometimes I do a deep side part, flip this over here, and then I start my braid. And, you know, I just do two braids. In my mind, that's what I was going to do. But I'm liking my braid out. So I'm going to wear it down until I feel the urge or the need to put some braids in it and take it away. But for right now, I'm going to wear my little braid out. I think that's it. I'm still not using oils. I was thinking about, and I'll see, but I was thinking about starting to incorporate hot oil treatments. And mainly because, I'll be using oil as a treatment and not just putting it on my hair. My hair feels amazing right now. Like it's naturally soft, and there's no residue on my hand or anything like that. For a little while, I was also doing my braid outs. I was using the mousse, and I didn't like how my hair felt. I don't like to feel product on my hair. And then it wasn't necessary. Of course, I was using it for definition or whatever, but I didn't use anything on my hair for definition. Like, you will get this just by using water. So now I got a text message. So yeah. That's it. Y'all got any questions, comments, concerns? Let me let y'all see the back. Y'all can see the back. I don't see the back. But she's still nice and full. Like I said, this right here was so short, y'all. It was like up here, like no lie. And so now, it's almost below this occipital bone, which before it started coming out, it was below the occipital bone already. So, and then like I said, this right here had grown down here, but it's okay. She growing back, and she's healthy. Most importantly, she's healthy. So, All right, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on my little update video. 22, 23, 24. I am now 3 years locked. I know, like most people, 3 years, their hair is longer. Mine would have been too, but y'all know how I am. So, she healthy. I think that's all I wanted to show you guys my braid out. Like I said, I was gonna braid it and I was gonna show you guys that, but I changed my mind because I'm just gonna leave her as is. But all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. I will be making another one in about 3 weeks, or maybe before then if I decide to put the braids in. Then I will hit record. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much. If I don't see you guys before the new year, have a happy new year and a blessed 2026.